again. This time we're gonna go with a little PM evening hours, yeah? Making sure I keep you on your toes out there. That way you got your little factoids and your, fuel for the day, Because when you wake up, and you look at this video, I hope it triggers the fuck out of you. And you talk about me the rest of the day. That'd be great. So we're going to talk about hashtag it's okay to be white. Hashtag hypocrisy. Hashtag racism. What the fuck is the deal with all this shit? I'm being blamed as well as a lot of my other friends, and as well as the 420 Club. They're all being blamed for being racists because of one gentleman, because of one man. Unfucking believable. So, I figured I'd throw a little bit out there, come on here with a nice early video, give you the triggering materials that you want. That's right. So, without further ado, I'm going to play a video that I'm sure is going to piss you the fuck off. All right? Here we go.
We have this.
Black Americans are some of the world's most famous personalities. Black Americans are some of the world's richest people. It was a black American, Colin Powell, who was the commander of the world's mightiest military. Now, in 1865, neither a slave nor a slave owner would have believed these kind of gains would be possible in just over 100 years, if ever. Now, that speaks very well of the intestinal fortitude of the people, but just as important, it speaks very well of a nation in which these gains are possible. That is, those gains would not have been possible anywhere else on the face of the earth except the United States.
Can I just say that as well? Nowhere in the face of the planet would Stephen's behavior be acceptable anywhere else. Only in the United States can you be that free and that ignorant at the same time and be completely accepted by your peers. Only in the United States can that ever happen.
America.
Now, in 21st century America, where we just had 8 years of a black president, we have so many social and economic programs that are set up based off of racial double standards to benefit blacks. Are we really at a point where a student can go to one of the top colleges?
Are we really at a point where black people can use double standards in order to gain relevancy for themselves? Do we live in that type of a world where blacks are using double standards against other people? I think we are. I think me and a lot of my friends are victims of that. Let's listen to a little more.
In the country, that say that we need an exclusive safe space to talk to other black people. That doesn't make sense to me, but this is what they're demanding.
Did you hear that shit?
In general, among black.
I need a safe space in order to talk to other black people. In order for Steven to talk to me, he has to have a safe space because he knows that I'm going to trigger the fucking shit right out of him. And he does not have the mental capacity to take me on intellectually. It'll never happen in a million fucking years. So what he does is he goes on stream and, he basically tries to get people behind his cause, no matter how ignorant that cause may be. I'm just saying, when the double standards gets poured into your own face and you accuse everyone around you of being racist, you're going to find yourself being incredibly lonely. Incredibly lonely. When you go on these racist witch hunts and you start executing people out of your life that you deem as a racist, you're going to find out that you're the fucking racist. And you keep attacking innocent people. Okay? Let's listen to some more of this.
So I think blacks are the only oppressed people in history that have accomplished so much over some of the highest barriers in such a short period of time. And that is, if you could resurrect slaves, they would find that the grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, granddaughters are mayors of the world's largest cities.
The debate about how much racism there is in America, and specifically...
Let's listen to that for a second. Unbelievable what he just said. If we could resurrect some of the dead slaves, and if they knew that their great-great-grandchildren were going to be mayors of major cities, do you think that racism would be so prevalent as it is today? Hashtag it's okay to be white, isn't it? I believe it is. I believe it's okay to be black. I believe it's okay to be Jewish. I believe it's okay to be any type of ethnicity that you are. You have the right to private property. You have the right to freedom of speech. You have the right to pursue your happiness, pursue your dreams. And I don't give a shit about you until you try to infringe on my happiness and infringe on my dreams. That's when I start getting pissed off. So when people like Steven generalize everyone into a racist topic, that anyone that is this way or anyone that is that way is obviously racist, then you're the fucking racist. That's the double standard. You're the racist, okay? Let's listen to some more.
Between the races is just as fierce as ever. That's okay with me. Discrimination still exists. Let's deal with it openly and honestly. Unfortunately, that's very hard to do. One reason I've discovered is that many people feel that they have to treat blacks with kid gloves. They think this is noble, enlightened, progressive. It's not. It's demeaning and condescending. In fact, it's racist.
You know what else is meaning? You know what else is condescending? You know what else is racist? Black History Month. Yeah, that's right, I said it. I don't give a fuck what kind of backlash I get. I think Black History Month is racist. You know, Morgan Freeman said it best. You know, I don't want Black History Month. He's like, where's White History Month? Where's Asian History Month? Where's that? The fact that people want to handle black people with kid gloves and put them on some kind of fake fucking pedestal, give them a goddamn Black History Month and shit like that, then you expect shit not to come back with blowback in your face? Come on now. Does that make any fucking sense? Where's White History Month? Where's Asian History Month? Where's Muslim History Month? Doesn't make any fucking sense, does it?
It's an underlying mindset. The progressives know that they can insult, belittle, demean people of color who are conservative, and these are the ones who say, we're standing up for civil rights, we're fighting for you, where they have the most despicable displays of racism.
In an anthropology class...
Can I fucking play that again? Can I play that man again? Listen to what the fuck this man just said. Because this identifies Steven better than anyone you could possibly imagine. This completely identifies Steven. Listen to this.
It's demeaning and condescending.
1 second, listen to
In
this.
fact, it's racist.
It's an underlying mindset. The progressives know that they can insult, belittle, demean people of color who are conservative, and these are the ones who say, we're standing up for civil rights, we're fighting for you, where they have the most despicable displays of racism.
And that is Stephen King right there. Here's a motherfucker that says he's busting his ass, standing up for racism, standing up for equality, when he has some of the most despicable racism frothing out of his fucking mouth. Like you wouldn't believe. Unbelievable. So, there's a professor that just said right there, you know, it's unfortunate that a lot of people use these types of double standards in order to try to make themselves look better when really they're the ones that are fucking foaming at the mouth with racism. You understand what I'm trying to say? Let's listen to some more of this.
Anthropology class, my professor decided to discuss the shooting of Michael Brown, a black teenager, by a white police officer in Ferguson, Missouri. Before I tell you what transpired, I need to tell you something about this professor. First of all, I like her very much. She's interesting and engaging, but more importantly, she took a non-PC approach to the class, which I found refreshing. She encouraged us to study the data dispassionately and draw our conclusions from that. But when the subject of Ferguson came up, all this object...
Which is something Stephen King will never do, and that's really unfortunate. Because I love the fucking man to death, but he will never look at it dispassionately. Never. He will never see the logic in which I'm trying to fucking explain right now. Never. In a million fucking years. Because it's almost like having political rabies. He has political fucking rabies. That's basically what's going on. I'll never be able to point it out to him. No matter how many videos I put up, no matter how many times I explain it until I'm blue in the fucking face, he's never going to understand.
Activity went out the window. When a classmate said, following the debate over the details of the case, that the facts ultimately don't matter, my professor agreed. All that matters, this classmate added, is that a black boy was killed by a white cop. Another example of racism.
That's racist, okay? The facts ultimately don't matter, which is exactly what I've heard out of Steven's mouth. The facts don't matter. Only my feelings matter. All that matters is that a black boy was killed by a white cop. Other than that, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, that's an example of racism in society. When you don't give a shit about the facts, when you don't care about the truth, all you give a fuck about is the fact that a black guy or a white cop killed a black boy. And you're foaming at the mouth about this. You don't give a shit about the facts. You don't care about the truth. My friend, that's another example of racism. My friend, are you understanding?
A racist society, pure and simple. So therefore, riots that followed the grand jury decision not to indict the officer were the legitimate reactions of people who just couldn't take it anymore. And that's when I knew that what I was really hearing was not an expression of compassion and understanding, but something else. Rioting and looting are acceptable forms of behavior? Why? Because the rioters and looters have no other options? Really? In free democratic America you have no other options? Does this apply to all ethnic groups? Hispanics? Southeast Asians? Pacific Islanders? Of course not. But we, the enlightened ones...
That's fucking hilarious. Pacific Islanders, which just so happens to be what fucking Steven's girlfriend is. So she's a Pacific Islander. No, but that's pretty much, in a nutshell, how it is, isn't it? When you don't get your way, you go on social media, you go on stream, Facebook, whatever it is, and then you start running your mouth. But you don't ever fucking understand the facts. You don't ever understand what the hell's going on. You say that you're oppressed. You say that you're held down in your neighborhood by your society, by your neighbors. And this lady just said, is that your only option? In a free, open society, in a democratic, open, free society, that's your only option? Is to cower? Is to hide? And I know that's why you attack me and my friends so viciously, is because you're so insecure. You're completely insecure. You have no idea what the hell you stand for at all. That's why you attack people who are the enlightened ones. You attack people who do know what they stand for, because you're jealous. You're jealous of people like myself. That's right. And you're racist.
Already with a pre-packaged list of excuses when blacks riot and loot. Worse, when it comes to judging black behavior, even facts don't matter. All that matters is the skin color of the teenager and the skin color of the cop.
You know, if you're conservative, you're of color, oh, you're not authentically black. Come on, Ron, you're acting white. It's not going to exercise me, because if you're down with the struggle, see, you're voting with the Democrats, you're supporting Obama, so if apparently...
That's what I can't stand. If you're down with the struggle, then you're voting democratically. And that's what pisses me the fuck off, because the Democrats have been using blacks for fucking years. What happened to Black Lives Matter after Hillary lost? You don't hear about them no more. Oh, that's right. I guess the Democrats don't have any use for black people now, considering they lost the election. Don't you find that interesting? We never hear about Black Lives Matter now? It's been over a year. I never hear about that shit anymore. What's up with that?
I'm not down for the struggle. And the media not only perpetuates this, but they give these racists a pass.
If a white cop kills a white kid, the facts matter. If a black cop kills a black kid, the facts matter. If a black cop kills a white kid, the facts matter. And if a white cop kills a black kid, the facts matter. To suggest anything else is to perpetuate discrimination. The very thing that those...
Thank you very much. To suggest anything else is to perpetuate segregation. It's to perpetuate racism. And if people can't understand that, if what I'm saying to you is foreign, then you might be racist as well. You need to do some soul searching and figure out what you stand for, what you identify as, and stop getting triggered over every little fucking racist thing that is said in a party chat or is said on a fucking TV show. Get a fucking grip.
To espouse social justice claim to want to end. Anyone, whether white or any other color, who excuses blacks for bad behavior just because they are black obviously doesn't consider blacks their equal. Rather, they view blacks, in effect, as children who are unable
Exactly.
to adhere to the state.
And I've seen that a million times before. When blacks and other blacks don't get along, they don't consider them as blacks. You're an Uncle Tom. Oh, you're a black guy? You voted for Trump? Then you're a fucking Uncle Tom. And I guarantee nobody's even read the book, Uncle Tom. They don't even know that Uncle Tom is a fucking book. They probably have no idea that an author made the fucking book. And that it's used today as a goddamn racial, a derogatory comment towards black people. Oh, you voted for Trump? You didn't vote democratically? You're not down with the struggle? Well, you're a fucking Uncle Tom. Are you serious? That's racist. It's fucking ignorant. Absolutely ignorant. Where when you go and you play these identity politics and you play these type of racism cards to the point they don't even make sense in your own fucking community. When somebody of the same skin color as you votes or has a suggestion or an opinion that differs from you, and then you call them racist because it offends you, you're a fucking racist. I'm sorry. I could go on and on.
Standards to which every other group is held. Think carefully about that. The only difference between this view and that of white supremacists is that white supremacists are honest and open. In their view, blacks are inferior to whites, period. But those who condescend to blacks cloak themselves in self-righteousness, so somehow that makes it okay.
And that's exactly what Stephen King does. Cloaks himself in self-righteousness. He tries to act like he is the authority on racism because he's lived the struggle and he's from New York. He's from the streets. Man, shut the fuck up. What the fuck do you know about a fucking struggle? The people that come in and do these types of studies, they're the most condescending fucking people you ever met in your goddamn life. Some people, they want to act like they're self-righteous, that they're standing up for equality, that they're standing up against racism, but using racism to do it. Does that make any sense to you? I'm standing up for racism, but I'm going to use racism to do it. Yo, you condoning racism, my nigga. Yo, my nigga, you condoning racism, my nigga. That sounds stupid.
Bad behavior happens, a riot in Ferguson, and they nod knowingly. They couldn't take it anymore. Who can blame them?
Only 40% of black kids live in two-parent families. Now, back in 1925 in Harlem, 85% of black kids lived in two-parent families. In 1870 and 1880 in cities like Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia, you found numbers like 70 to 85% of black kids living in two-parent families. Now, how do you explain that? Can you say that there was not as much racial discrimination in the United States in the late 1800s or the early 1900s? No, that doesn't cut water. The discrimination just plain cannot explain. It cannot explain the high crime rates, which are devastating to the black community.
I'll take the white supremacists any...
I can explain it because the blacks are fucking used. They are used by rich white elites. They are used by the Democratic Party in order to be fed fucking this type of ideology. So they go out and kill each other. There's a reason why abortion clinics are put in predominantly black areas. There's a reason why Marla Singer created Planned Parenthood. It's an agenda. It's an agenda. Absolutely. And there's a reason for it all. Marla Singer created Planned Parenthood to put abortion clinics inside black neighborhoods. Look it the fuck up. I don't give a shit if you think I'm racist for saying it. Look it up for yourself. The blacks are used. There's an agenda against them.
First, there are very few of them, and they have no power. Second, I can easily prove them wrong. But how do I shake off the condescenders, the patronizers? There are a lot of them, they have a lot of power, and they think they mean well. How do I convince them that as a black human being, I want to be, I must be?
How can I convince them as a white human being that I want to be, and that I want to be free? Hashtag it's okay to be white. I never knew a time that it wasn't. I don't understand what the hell's going on in society nowadays where it's not okay to be American. You know? Why do we have to put all these identities in front of the word American? Black American, white American, Hispanic American. Why can't you just be American? What's the problem with that?
judged by the same standards as everybody else. So how about this for a change? Treat blacks equally, always, in
Always.
every way. Not differently, not better, not worse. Not like we're demons, not like we're angels. Is that so hard to do?
Yeah,
It might not.
exactly. And I will treat anybody the same, whether it pisses them off or not. I am not concerned with that. Facts don't care about your feelings. Am I right about that? If you're black, if you're Hispanic, whatever it is, and you get triggered, you're upset with me, I would love to have a conversation with you, and you're going to find out that I'm a pretty fucking cool dude. Pretty chill. Pretty chill. I would love to have a convo with you. But I'm not going to sit there and fucking coddle. I'm not going to sit there and pretend. I'm not going to do it. You know, when my boy Steven, or anyone for that matter, generalizes terminology and victimizes everybody for another man's actions, and because we disagree with that man, we're all racists. That's unacceptable. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I'm going to attack you. That's it. I will treat you equally as I possibly can. I will shit on you, same as anyone else. You're my friend, you're my brother, until you try to start crossing the line. Until you start saying that everyone around you who disagrees with you is a racist. That's where I start attacking.
Not be a surprise to many of you that over the last several years, college campuses and universities are slowly becoming resegregated along the lines of race. And people are hiding behind the notion of a safe space to justify increased racial segregation.
Can I say something too? Safe spaces within our college campuses is unbelievable to me. Unfucking believable. Colleges are supposed to be the end-all be-all shaping of the future of young people's minds in order to create a brighter future. People spend thousands upon thousands of dollars for an education in which these colleges are supposed to shape and mold the minds of the future generations, of the future leaders. And you mean to tell me that they need a safe space because they might get triggered over some racist shit? What the fuck is that about? There should be a racist. There should be a KKK member. There should be a neo-Nazi, a Jew. There should be anything. There should be all that shit running around on a campus. That way you can identify who you are, what type of group you want to get down with, and you can identify your characteristics by being exposed to those types of different groups. And if you're some white kid from fucking Nebraska that's never seen a black person in your life, I seriously don't think you're racist. Maybe a little ignorant, maybe a little uncultured, but you're definitely not racist.
On college campuses. If you guys go to, I think the website is demands.org, you can see the different colleges and universities across the country over the last 5 to 6, 7 years. The student groups that are making demands.
I'm a European. I know what you mean.
Faculty and staff.
Yeah, don't ever forget it. I got you, bro. I am European. You're right. My ancestors are as well.
Have given in to these demands. Now, despite segregation being outlawed more than 50 years ago, some are aggressively trying to bring it back, particularly on college campuses, as I said. Confusingly, the most hyperactive voices that are advocating for the process of resegregation along racial lines are the actual beneficiaries of desegregation, which are black Americans.
Think about what he just said. People like Al Roker, people like Al Sharpton, people like these people get paid in order to create racial tension. Try to hear me. People like Al Sharpton get paid good money to create racial tension. Hear me on that.
They're the very group that was hurt most by racial segregation for the most part of the 20th century. Over the last couple of years, or several years actually, black college students have been protesting alleged incidents of oppression, racial intimidation, racial discrimination by white administrators and students alike.
No, I've never seen the movie Higher Learning.
One of the consensus cures for this ongoing perceived racial prejudice is to demand racially specific so-called safe spaces where only racial minorities, specifically blacks, can assemble, socialize, and reinforce their politicized ideas.
And how can you grow if you're only listening to people that agree with you? If you're only putting yourself in a space surrounded by people that agree with you, then my friend, that's called an echo chamber. If you're never, if your belief structure is never being challenged by other people, how are you supposed to grow? How can you become educated? How do you know that your beliefs, how do you know that your way of thinking is the right way of thinking if you never offer it to public scrutiny?
Without the fear of social and racial reprisals. And it's done specifically to exclude whites. It's interesting, they want to do this from a racial aspect to reinforce a sense of racial solidarity, but what they're also doing is, it's a racist proposition because they're excluding white people only on the basis of race.
I would argue that the discrimination, the problems that black people face today, for the most part, have very, very little to do with the heritage of slavery, with the heritage of discrimination in our country.
Yeah. That's a good point. Every time I get into a racially charged conversation with somebody, it's not systemic from slavery. It has nothing to do with it most of the time. Most of the people I battle with racism have no ties to slavery, most of them. So, I mean, a lot of it is just playing the racism card. It's about fucking feelings. Feelings matter. We just went over that a few minutes ago. Facts don't matter. Only feelings matter, according to these people. So, if you feel like you were oppressed, then that must mean it's true, right? If you feel like you've been racially wronged, then it must be true, right?
1925 in Harlem, 85% of black kids live in two-parent families. Today in Harlem, maybe you'll find 30% if you're lucky. Now, this great change can't be attributed to slavery. It can't be attributed to racial discrimination. And that is, I think that too much of our focus is on discrimination and the heritage of slavery, as opposed to how are we going to cope with the immediate problems that we face in our communities today.
King's definition, who is an expert, obviously, on violence. Dr. King, who I think we all both respect here, King's argument was that racism, his definition was this: racism equals prejudice plus power. Racism is defined as prejudice plus power. You didn't buy that argument?
What did he just say? Racism is prejudice plus power. What did I just say a minute ago? People like Al fucking Sharpton going around creating prejudice, creating separation within the black community. And he gets paid good money to do it. When are we, all this virtue signaling about being righteous and bullshit. Are you really the righteous one? Or are you just fucking regurgitating the bullshit that you hear every day? Martin Luther King said, judge a man by the strength of his character and not his skin color. Racism equals prejudice plus power. That's another profound statement. Without understanding it, it's hard to kind of wrap your head around it. People like Al Sharpton know exactly what that means. They create prejudice in order to gain power by creating racial division because it gets them paid.
Definition, because the point is, if racism equals prejudice plus power, black folk who are powerless by and large, who can be prejudiced but don't have the power to be racist.
That is one of the most idiotic things.
Anonymous legend, you're a joke to Playroom. Let me tell you something. The Playroom is a joke. The Playroom is a fucking joke, bro.
Did Reginald Denny face somebody who had power? I think so. What an absurd thing to say. You don't have power, therefore you can't be a bigot. When State Senator Diane Watson blasted Warren Carterly, the black man who championed the cause of eliminating affirmative action, she said to him, because he's married to a white woman, let me tell you something. The reason you're supporting the abolition of affirmative action is because you have no ethnic pride. You're a white woman.
The only reason why you're taking affirmative action towards people that you deem racist is because you have no ethnic pride. Wow, I gotta hear that again. Jesus Christ, this man's making too much sense all of a sudden. Jesus Christ. Hold on.
What an absurd thing to say. You don't have power, therefore you can't be a bigot. When State Senator Diane Watson blasted Warren Carterly, the black man who championed the cause of eliminating affirmative action, she said to him, because he's married to a white woman, let me tell you something. The reason you're supporting the abolition of affirmative action is because you have no ethnic pride. You're married to a white woman. You want to be white. Now, was she racist because she didn't have power? Was she not racist because she didn't have power? It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't.
Black people can be racist. It doesn't matter whether
Absolutely.
You have power, whether you don't have power.
Absolutely. Black people can be racist. White people can be racist. Asian people can be racist. Doesn't matter if you have power or not. Absolutely, it exists. And the definition of racism is supremacy. You think that your color, your race, is superior. That is the definition, basically. Doesn't matter what color you are. Racism basically exists. No matter if you're white, purple, pink, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If you think that your pink race is better than the orange race, then you're a racist, right? Am I right? It's pretty cut and dry. It's pretty simple.
Have blacks made in America since the death of Dr. Martin Luther King?
Well, in terms of elective offices, there's been significant political power, political progress. But very often, more often than not, that political power has not been translated into the things that blacks need, like better schools, more safer communities. You know, some of the cities in our country whose mayors and city councilmen are...
Ryan, I know you're a racist. Thanks, bro. I know I'm a racist too. Well aware of it. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better. What are you doing? Are you being part of the problem or part of the solution? Are you trying to get better?
Do you see at least the argument that many African Americans who are to the left ideologically, the argument they make is that when you tune into Larry Elder, when you tune into Ken Hamlin, when you tune into Armstrong Williams, when you tune into whomever, the majority of what you hear, and I've listened to your show for many, many years in LA, we used to work together, the majority of what you hear, more often than not, is Larry and others being more challenging of black folk than white folk. Do you at least see that and then understand how black folk then have an issue with Larry Elder?
Well, I can't account for Hamlin or for Armstrong. I can't speak for them.
But your answer.
I can speak for me.
Right.
And here's what I try to do on my show. This obsession with racism diverts time, effort, and energy from real problems. And the biggest problem facing the black community, Tavis, is not racism. The biggest problem is children having children. And that is a product of the...
Okay, well... If you want to say black people can have a better neighborhood if they stop hood, I gotta disagree with you on that, because it's not like blacks woke up one day and said, you know what, I'm gonna go sell crack because it's fun. It's not like that, you know. Education, schools, churches, neighborhood, demographics, geology, all plays a factor. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're white, doesn't matter if you're black. If you come from a tough neighborhood that doesn't have opportunities, then you're going to struggle. I don't give a fuck what color you are. You're going to struggle. Just because it's hood or thug. You could be a white thug. You could be a white dude from the hood. Doesn't fucking matter. If you went through that, if you lived in a neighborhood that had no opportunities and you struggled, then I understand what the fuck you're trying to say. It doesn't matter if you're white or black. You didn't have an opportunity. You know what I mean? And if we really want to help these people, black, white, whatever, doesn't matter. It's not even about blacks. It's about the neighborhood. It's about the democratically owned social racist fucking utopia that these people create. You know, gun-free zones, sanctuary cities, things like that. That's some of the problems. That's some of the problems right there, is your sanctuary cities. I mean, it's never going to end if we don't, basically stop shedding light on it, if that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Morgan Freeman said it best. Morgan Freeman's a badass. He's like, well, isn't there a problem with racism in America? He's like, there's only a problem when you talk about it. So maybe that's the issue. Maybe we should all just stop talking about it. Because I have no problems with you. None. No problems with you whatsoever. Whether you're black, whether you're from the fucking hood, whether you're from, Mars, Venus, Pluto, I got no problems with you. I have a very set guideline. I try to pursue happiness. I try to protect my family. I try to have a good time, and I have no issues with anybody that's trying to do those very same things. Protect themselves, protect their family, protect their right to privacy, right to happiness, the right to pursue your dreams. I got no issues with anyone that does that shit. The only time I really start having an issue, and I got to get on here and start talking crazy, is when I get generalized. I get put into a category. That's what I don't like. I don't like that, because I'm an individual. I'm a free thinker. So just because I have an issue or I disagree with somebody based on certain racial guidelines doesn't mean I'm a fucking racist. And that's what pisses me the hell off. You know what I mean? Not only am I the one getting attacked, but the 420 Club, a lot of people within the 420 Club, and some of my closest friends are being attacked. They're being called racist because of another man's idiocracy. And it's fucking ridiculous. Now, I could put this shit up on the screen all fucking day long. Really doesn't matter to me. The point is are you going to get the message? I'm tired of being called a fucking racist, and I know a lot of you out there are. Did you vote for Jim Jones? Do you own slaves? I'm getting tired of this shit. It's very hypocritical. I'm tired of fucking people being hypocrites. On one side of their face, they say you're racist, but on the other side of their face, they're saying, my nigga. Yo, my nigga. You condoning racism, my nigga. Dumbest shit I ever heard.
Welfare state. Secondly, the problem of DWB, driving while black, is largely a function of the war on drugs. That's the reason there are so many interactions between blacks and the cops. We should call off the war on drugs. Blacks will benefit more than anybody else through the privatization of Social Security, something that Jesse Jackson and the Democratic Party oppose. So yes, I'm getting on some of these black leaders because I think they're doing a net disservice and taking time and energy away from problems that can be solved if we tone down the racism rhetoric.
Black people huddled in their homes at night, living under conditions, many times under conditions in poor neighborhoods that
Who's Jim Jones, the cult leader? Might as well be.
Believe or tolerate. I mean, for example, in Washington, D.C., mothers serving their children their meals on the floor so as to avoid stray bullets, or fearing to come to the window because of stray bullets, worrying about whether their kids are going to get home alive when they go to school. And it's not the Klan riding into the neighborhood causing this.
Blame Spanish for slave trade? I don't know about that one, bro.
My name is Julian Castillo. I'm in prison because I killed 2 people. Been incarcerated 19 years, 7 months. My name is LeBron Rogers. I shot.
If Legend wants to call me a racist, let him, man. We need people like Legend in society, so that way, you know, you guys can identify people like Legend and disassociate yourself from them. It's healthy to have people like Legend around. That way you know the type of person that you don't want to be associated with. You feel me?
Can't make it right.
Let's help the sub. I wanted to.
I think of what happened at my trial. His father got on the stand. His father called this kid his buddy. That was his buddy. I took his buddy away from him. Me? How does that sit with me?
Why pay the price? Why work this hard?
Trying not to get teared up, man. Because that was fucking powerful, dude. That was powerful. I'm not quite sure if you understand what the fuck you just heard. Those were black men facing life prison sentences for killing white people. You hear what the fuck they have to say. You see how bad it hurts them? You see? You see how much damage it can cause? It's a disgusting thing. It's a disgusting thing. It really is. When we all bleed the same color, man. We all bleed the same color. We're all fucking part of the same symphony. We're all in the same band. And if we keep trying to kick each other out and separate people into these little groups, then we're going to miss the big picture. We are.
In prison because I killed 2 people. Been incarcerated 19 years, 7 months. My name is LeBron Rogers. I shot my friend 6 times because I was angry.
I know how it feels to have destroyed a family. I know how it feels to have eliminated a name. You
can't make it right. I was sorry. I wanted you.
These are people that got racially charged, politically charged up, and shot their friends because they disagree with them. Is that what we're going to come to? Hurting your friends that you disagree with? If anybody disagrees with you, you call them a racist? You want to hurt them? You want to fight them? What kind of a role model is a man that would fight somebody that they disagree with? What kind of a role model is that?
I think of what happened at my trial. His father got on the stand. His father called this kid his buddy. That was his buddy. I took his buddy away from him. Me? How does that sit with me?
Why pay the price? Why work this hard? Why go this far? Why try to learn this much? Why try to do it all? Why try to see it all? Why try to have it all? Why do it? Why learn it? Why study? Why put yourself out? Why try to take on this much responsibility? Why develop yourself to the full? Why try to become all that you can possibly become? Why try to earn as much as you can earn, share as much as you can share, develop every skill you possibly can, see every human you possibly can, go to every class you possibly can, touch everybody you possibly can? Why do that much? Why go that far? Why share that much? Why give that much away? Why try to see everything? Why try to do everything? Why try to become everything? That's a good question, why? Why not?
Shut the fuck up, Barden. Go ride somebody else's dick.
Why not see how many skills you can develop? Why not see what kind of person you can become?
Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing, because I'm going to continue to do it whether you like it or not.
Why not see how many people you can rescue from oblivion?
Army was good.
The question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains. You can make decisions. You can study the plan. You can change your life. You can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your dreams come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you? I
don't even know what a crocodile tear is. I'm
Why not?
kind of lost on that one.
Why not? You've got to stay here till you go. I mean, what else are you going to do? Why not see how much you can do, how far you can go? Now, here's number 3. Why not now? There never was a better time.
Yeah, why not now? Why not start changing now? Why not be all you can be? Why not share your knowledge? Why not share your wisdom? Why not play guitar? Why not be all you can be? Why not learn all you can learn? Why not make all you can make? Why not earn what you can? Why not have as many friends as you can? A cum shot cracker? That's so hilarious that, I don't know, the last 43 minutes I've been educating people about the double standards of racism, and then people come in here and call me a cracker. Oh my God, I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that. That's fucking irony. That is fucking irony right there. Oh my goodness. You're a racist goof. As long as you understand that you're a racist. I understand, I'm a racist, I get it. But, I'm trying to improve. I come on here, I ask questions, I put my opinions to the public for them to be criticized and scrutinized. So I'm trying to become a better person. What are you doing? Scrutinizing me, criticizing me. What are you doing to become a better person? It's impressive how logic fails. Whew. The video I just looked up is people who use logic. The impressive how logic fails. That's so funny because I literally just looked up a video that says people who use logic. Stephen King is watching his stream right now. His stream, him and his wife are talking crap. You know, and that's really unfortunate because the only time I see Stephen and his wife, you know, combining forces and getting behind something and working together is when they're trying to tear down other people. Because when they're not attacking someone else, then they fight each other. They fight each other. But as soon as they get a cause behind them, they join forces and fight that cause. As soon as that cause is over, they're back at each other's throats. You're not a racist, just fucking stupid. I can agree with that. In Canada, we are all called racist natives who get away with insane criminality because they're special. Because in New York, it offends others. I hate New York. Stephen King is watching his stream right now on his stream. Yep, people are telling me that. Go fuck your mom. If you've seen my mom, I don't think that you would be saying that. You know what I mean? She's not the most attractive person on the fucking planet Earth. Go fuck your mom. What are you, fucking 10? Those insults do nothing to me, bro. They absolutely do nothing to me. They're like little flea bites. You gotta come harder. You gotta come harder than that.
That's for Chris.
When's Chris coming by?
I'll call you.
He's gonna call me?
Yeah.
Are you late?
Yes.
What time is it? Did you set the alarm? And it went off. Did you go back to sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened. Oh. That sucks. But yeah, so I mean, I really don't know where else to go as far as everything that I just said. I mean, I can't really bring it too much further. Flea bites are irritating. Go suck your mom's sour pussy. Stephen King wife is talking crap about your wife. That's hilarious. Remember this, because I already did a rage stream on Steven before. Anytime, you know, Steven disagrees with you on any way, shape, or form, he attacks you because he doesn't know any better. What's that, hon?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. The racist is back. The racist is here. The racist is back on camera. Alright, was that your sister you're fucking? Of course it was. Fuck niggers, they have a high crime rate in this country. What the fuck are you trying to say? LOL, Canada, all pussy. 911, never forget. Word. Clones. You can't get a clone to open their eyes this way. Do I have a clone? Do I have a clone in here? Have I reached legendary status in order to be cloned? Go fuck your daddy. Well, if you could find him. If you could find him, I might take you up on that offer. Riff Raff is my favorite racist. Vegas is my second. That has got to be the funniest shit I ever heard. Hey, well, at least I'm number one on something. Shit. They're programmed this way. Who? Black people? No. I think it's a very dangerous topic. That's exactly what Steven does, and I don't want to be caught doing that. Is generalizing everybody into a certain type of bracket. I don't think it has anything to do with blacks being programmed a certain way. Like I was telling you before, it doesn't matter if you're black or white. If you come from a rough neighborhood that doesn't have any opportunities, that struggles with education, that struggles with employment, then you're gonna fucking have a hard time. You might go to crime. You might sell drugs. You know, doesn't mean that, well, if you're black and you're from the hood, then that's what you're gonna do. No, that's generalizing. That's a racist fucking comment. No. You could be white and struggle and sell drugs in the hood. Doesn't fucking matter. The point is that you don't have any opportunity and you're lacking education to be able to perform some of the things that you want to do in life. That's the fucking issue. I'm more disgusted by KKK than Black Panthers, but both are racist. Nah, I gotta disagree with you. I'm more disgusted by KKK than Black Panthers, dude. Because, I mean, if you go back into the history of Black Panthers, when the whole thing got set off the way it did, they split up and then they created the Crips. Crips is an acronym. CRIPS. Crips is an acronym. It stands for Community Resistance and Progress. And it's about getting your community together. So when corrupted officials, corrupted cops, or tyrannical government forces try to push the community into a certain way, then there's a community resistance and progress. You see what I'm trying to say? So that's basically what it all stood for back in the day. Now, as far as Bloods and Crips nowadays, then maybe, yeah, it probably got lost along the way, maybe led astray a little bit, but no, it was supposed to be Crips pushed cracked. Nah, I gotta disagree with you. I gotta 100% disagree with you. You know what I mean? Not a black person that lives in Harlem owns a poppy field. Not a black person that lives in New York has a heroin field in the back of his yard. Not one person has a coca plant growing in their backyard. Where do you think the crack and the cocaine came from? Certainly didn't come from the blacks. Fucking no. And if you believe that, then you're a racist. No, you're not a racist. You're just ignorant. But if black people don't have coca plants in their backyard. They're not sitting there manufacturing cocaine in their fucking neighborhoods, okay? The crack, the cocaine came from somewhere. I'm live right now. Come to my stream for facts, you racist. I'm good, dude. Go ahead and stream on me. You're all set, bro. Crackers push crack. So blame guns for murder too? I'm not ignorant. That's right too. I mean, because when a car gets plowed into a bunch of people, like a crowd, when a car gets plowed into a crowd, nobody suggests banning the car. Nobody says that we should go out and ban motor vehicles. That never happens. Stop quoting Frank White. Who the fuck is Frank White? You're gonna have to educate me on that one. I have no idea who the fuck Frank White is. But nah, man. I mean, black people don't have coca plants. That's all I can tell you. I'm white in New York. It's wrong to be non-black. It's wrong. I never said that. You're the one saying that. Nor did the killer build the gun. I gotcha. Exactly where did I say? Exactly where did I say blacks? You missed the whole point. Oh, did I? I missed the point of what you were saying. My bad. Hammer Time 420. We invented guns. Now people want to ban it. Listen, you're never going to ban guns. I don't care how many times you try. It's never going to happen. I don't care. You know, you can... All these grab gun agendas and all this lobbying to fucking ban guns, it's never going to happen. America was founded on guns. It's produced guns. It's one of the largest manufacturers of weapons. It's never going to go away. Matter of fact, Obama sold the most guns out of any presidency. He sold the most guns. Even way back they knew people will get their hands on guns. Oh yeah, I know. I think everyone should have a pistol. Stop crimes. I gotta disagree with you on that one, because if you look up a lot of statistics, you know, some of the mass shootings were done with pistols. Hell, Abraham Lincoln was shot in the back of the head with a pistol. So I mean, we don't take no bullshit. What's up, Blunt Mover? No, you didn't say it at New York. You're white. It's wrong. You damn skinhead. Bush did, dumbass. Bush did, dumbass. Obama was just a puppet. And probably Trump is too. You know, let's be honest. Trump is more than likely a puppet as well. Mass shooters usually get stopped by a gun. That's true too. But I mean, a lot of the except for the ones that have happened like in the last 2 years, most mass shootings are done with a pistol. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? And as far as the school shooting goes and shit like that, from what I hear, that in the no gun zones in school zones where there's gun-free zones, they're saying that the children are sitting ducks. And Trump was saying that no child in America, especially sitting in school, should have to feel in danger. So now they're talking about running teachers and faculty through background checks, so that the teachers and the faculty members will have concealed carry, so that way they can stop, you know, would-be attackers or would-be shooters. I'm kind of for that. I'm for that. Back in the 1930s and 40s, you know, during the height of the world wars, you know, there was always people outside of the schools with rifles and shotguns guarding the schools. I mean, it's not uncommon. I could Google image that. I could basically Google image that right now. You know what I mean? But, man, I don't want to talk about that too much, man, because it breaks my fucking heart, dude, that little kids got to die in order to fucking prove a point so people can create this gun-grabbing mass agenda. Little kids got to die for that. That's fucking fucked up. That is fucked right up, man. And you got Jimmy Kimmel and everybody else on the fucking social media ban tip saying, you know, that we got to do this and do that, and how much is enough, and you got the kids from the school saying, you know, how many kids is it going to take for us to ban guns, and yada, yada, yada. It's fucking crazy what's happening. New York punishes non-whites for white privilege is what I mean. Screwdriver, romper, stomper, skinheads. UK. Rompers. Isn't that onesie that you wear? The romper? Looks gay as hell, right? You're a loser. Thank you, man. You use the 420 Club just for your stupid t-shirts, Ryan. Nobody in the 420 Club bought my t-shirts, you fucking idiot. I mean, I would agree with you if somebody actually bought my shit. I never sold a single t-shirt to anyone in the 420 Club. That's the dumbest shit ever. I can't help but laugh, man. Motherfucker. And the one person that's probably collaborating with you in order to insult me like that, I gave his ass a shirt for free. And you know what, Steven? You still didn't give me my Donald Trump toilet paper. This whole time. All this fucking time. You still haven't given me my Donald Trump toilet paper. What the fuck? Late night comedians all push left propaganda. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Late night comedians all push left propaganda. You fucking A right, they do. Is that the real Blunt Mover? I doubt it. Blunt Mover hardly ever comes into my stream, and on top of that, I don't think he would personally attack me like that, especially using the 420 Club as a tool to try to hurt me. Because I mean, Blunt Mover doesn't like the 420 Club. You know what I mean? He's not a big fan of David City of Trees. He just met David City of Trees. Even David said it was a little awkward. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, people is people. You know what I'm saying? And how beautiful is that to see two streamers put aside their differences and have a great time together? That's beautiful. That's fucking gorgeous. Blunt Mover, David City of Trees, and NorCal had one of the best streams I've ever seen in my life. gorgeous. Streamers putting aside their differences to come together and, you know, have a good time and not care about the bullshit, not care about the he said, she said, not care about any of that. Two streamers coming together and having a good time. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Not the real blunt. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I fling a pile of poo. Hello. Oh man, I got heartburn like you wouldn't fucking believe, people. Ugh. Super Dave, Mr. Potato Head. Good morning, Dave. Dilute my race. How do I do that? I'm already white. I don't think I can get much more diluted than being white. Think about that. What color cream do you put in your coffee? Think about that. How am I supposed to dilute white? It's already diluted. Been playing Secret of Mana for a couple of hours. You and Dave are both racist. Word. I done it. What you do? What did you do? Did you delude my race somehow? Yeah, gosh darn cracker. I just find it so ironic, man. You trying to pass a urine test for all that meth you smoked. Yeah. Yup, fake blunt, it's sweaty socks. It might be. It's good, Super Dave. Fling a pile of poo, you're doing good? That's good to hear. It's good to hear. Drinking a lot. Yeah, see, now I know it's not the real blunt mover, because he would never do that in a million years. He ain't got time for that shit. He would never, ever do that. Trophy babies, what the hell is that? I'm doing okay, Riff, just waking up, drinking my coffee. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I was just like, oh, I feel pretty good today. I like the little coffee emoji. That's pretty cool. I see people saying that type of shit, like, how do you get more emojis on YouTube and shit like that? I didn't really understand. Your deluded kind. Got trophy babies, you're a deluded kind. Yo, Gabriel, I'm willing to have a conversation with you. I just don't understand what the hell you're trying to say most of the time. I'm surprised you're not hungover. I don't get hungover, bro. I've never been hungover, not ever in my entire life. I drank the whole bottle, too. The whole bottle's gone. I drank it all. Yeah. Never get hungover. I get heartburn. You know, my stomach is fucking talking to me right now. That I can tell you. But heartburn, nah. I'm on the iPhone, hence the emojis. Fucking right. Fuck that ugly bitch. Me? You wanna fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard. Cheap shit. Sometimes some of the cheapest shit is some of the best shit. Some of the things on planet Earth, some of the best things on planet Earth, money can't buy anyways. Like love, like friendship, like respect. Some things you probably don't know much about. Guy is fucking boring. Likes to talk to himself. The fuck does that mean? This guy is fucking boring. That sounds like Laura Croft. Boring. Fucking boring. So boring. But yeah, I figured I'd stir up the trouble. You know, a little bit. Why the fuck not? Shadow Tactics, what's good? How you doing, man? In the building. That's what's up. I still got your shit too, bro. I'll put it up right now. My bro right here can make badass fucking like logos and all kinds of shit, dude. I'm gonna put one up right now. Show you guys. Yeah, my bro made that right there, dude. My bro made that right there. Super Dave as well. Super Dave and another good friend of mine, Shadow Tactics. They can both create banners. They can both create badass shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you want a sick ass logo or if you want a badass banner, go see my boy Super Dave or go see my boy Shadow Tactics, and they'll probably hook you up. You know what I'm saying? They probably hook you up. Like, woke up with a sore back, coffee, and a joint. Imminent. Gabrielle, your mother's here with me. Want to say hello? What the hell? This shit is lame as fuck. Oh. I'm sorry how you feel. I think if you're looking for a more exciting stream, I think Steven's talking shit about me. If you want to go check that out. Should be interesting. Should be entertaining.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
In Queen Victorian times, women weren't allowed to vote, even though we had a female king. So some women formed a gang called the Suffragettes. The Suffragettes opened doors for millions of women, whereas before, they had to wait for men to open
Absolutely
those doors.
I do. I love meth. And I'm a very good dick sucker.
I probably wouldn't be standing here now. I'd be in a kitchen where I belong.
My first like contact with a white family freaked me out and shit. I went to Fresh Air Fund. Never go to that? Where they take a kid like from the city and send him to the country and fuck his mind up and shit. And I went there and I found out some white kids can curse around the house. That fucked me up. When I was little, I couldn't believe that shit, because I couldn't even say dag around my house. My father said, it sounds too much like damn.
Say hello to the camera.
Hello, motherfucker.
When I tried to pull some shit like that in my house, yeah, you're a little late. Hey, come on, Pop, shit, what is this? Come on, there. My Pop's just go.
Listen, Uncle Phil. Silence. If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
He didn't play when it came to kids. He ain't fuck with my mother, though, because my mother will fuck him up. My mom's one of them sisters you don't hit and shit. So you can't hit sisters, period. Remember in the old days when you could beat up a woman? Remember that shit back in the 20s? Guys just smack their wives in the movies, they psh, and they'll just go, oh. You can't do shit like that no more.
I don't know what you mean.
Liar. Especially a black woman, she lose her mind and shit.
Liar.
Seriously, they go crazy on you. Can have a real timid sister for a girl and smack her and be like, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker.
My father don't put his hands in my face.
People are changing shit. Men are changing too, though. This shit that guys do now, that they didn't do.
Bro, what's going on, Dave Party Rock? How you doing, man?
You have an argument with your girl in the car. She said, "Let me out here." The man will say, "No, we won't have any of that."
No, we won't have any of that.
The woman said that shit, dude say, "Get the fuck out."
Get the fuck out. Now, we won't have any of that.
So I see you graduated #1 in your class from Princeton.
That's right. And I'm certified as an accountant and also have a law degree.
That's all very impressive. We'll keep you in mind. Let's see. Pointy boobs, medium pointy boobs, not so pointy boobs. That's a shame.
That's a shame.
Why don't white people just leave the house when there's a ghost in the house? Don't stay in the house too fucking long. Get the fuck out of the house. Very simple. It's a ghost in the house. Get the fuck out.
All right. Now let's split up.
Wait a minute, hold up. How come every time some skirt shit happen that we need to stick together, you white people always say let's split up?
Yeah.
She's right, we should stick together. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
She's right. Okay. You three, follow me.
What the fuck up?
I had a daughter been down the precinct saying, look, man, I went home and my fucking daughter's in the TV set and shit, so I just fucking left. You can have all that shit. I ain't going back to the motherfucking. I just came down, so when she ain't at the school, you don't think I killed the bitch or nothing like that. But she is inside the TV set. You can have all that shit. Fuck it. Mr. Murphy, didn't you try to save your daughter? Yeah, I'm a man and shit. I tried to save. I turned the channel. The shit didn't work. I got the money.
Now let that shit just mutilate her white ass and leave. Bitch, please die. Oh my God, we're gonna die. It would have just been you if you would have just shut the fuck up.
For gay people, all right? They're cool, they're funny, generally speaking, they're neat, you know? I got a lot of positive things to say about them, you know? They move to your neighborhood, the property value goes up because they make it fabulous, right? Nibbles, everyone!
Now, I made that spinach dip myself. And I have 3 words for it. Fabulous.
You always were a good cook.
Thanks, Mom.
Cook? What about the prom dress you made me?
And you did look super scrumptious.
They're wonderful for the environment, God bless them.
What the fuck did I just see?
Political correctness goes that I gotta look at some shit that's making my brain go like, fucking look away, right? I'm supposed to override that, start like cheering on the relationship, like, woo! Grab his ass! Yeah, fingers through his chest hair!
I have a terrible secret.
Well, Cindy, we all have our little secret. Sometimes we do things we're not so proud of. Some for money, others to gain the athletic edge on the competition. Sometimes those secrets come back to haunt us.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
Oh,
You're gonna tell me
God.
Walk down the street, see 2 straight people just going at it. They never just thought like, oh God, why would you? Just kind of like walk it off. You can't help it. That's just how his brain is wired, right? He's just like pussy, and I'm like dick, right? But there's no hatred in that.
I have summoned you guys here for more than just a tea party. Well, let's just
rub my big black dick on your
party.
head.
Okay?
All right, now you
Gabriel.
Scare me. What is it?
Isn't that a girl's name? I thought. What the hell are you doing with a big black dick?
Bro, we're here for you.
I am gay.
Sex is so much fun for dudes. Because we got a money shot. You don't understand what it's like to see the feeling. Like, we both have orgasms. But men have a receipt. Like, we...
What up, Raymond? How you doing, man?
See it. And it's a payoff. You be like, I am satisfied, because that's what it is, right? Look at it. You don't think you'd be happier, ladies, if you could just shoot a couple of eggs in a guy's face, you just right on top of his forehead? You wouldn't be happier? You know, and he's just sitting there. You go, oh, that felt good. Go in the bathroom and wash your face. And you walk in the bathroom. Oh, for wiping his eyes.
I wanna get booty with you.
That is top shelf.
What the fuck did I just watch?
You know how you can tell how pretty a white woman is? The value, you look at her and then you wonder how long they would look for if she was missing.
I miss Patrick O'Neal. Was it Patrice or Patrick? Patrice O'Neal? I miss that comedian, dude. He was awesome. He was a badass, man.
I ain't saying nothing wrong. White woman's life is valuable. What's his name? Joran Vandersloot? Right? We find out he was a serial killer. Man, he kills women. That's what he do. He do it
No
well.
shit.
You know what I mean? We know the girl that he you know, supposedly had, what's the girl in Aruba? Natalie Holloway, right? But the one, he just killed a girl in Peru. What's her name? Exactly. Look how fast you said that. You said Natalie. Natalie Holloway, that angel. Y'all said that like Family Feud. All right, name a white girl been missing for 5 years in a row. Survey says. Name a Peruvian girl that was killed yesterday. What is that big-headed third world Peruvian bitch's name?
We regret to report that not all the children on board the school bus survived. We have identified the body of one victim, 9-year-old Becky Gunderson.
Oh.
No, wait, that's Becky Gutierrez. That's not news.
Hey, remember the football players in Miami went missing? They went sailing. They looked for them for 8 minutes. Maybe. They just sent somebody at the edge of the beach. I don't see them. We have to call off the search because there's too much sun. The conditions are abnormally difficult. If I go sailing, I'm taking a white baby on a keychain with me. If my boat go down, they gonna find me. I'm gonna have it inside of my belt. And I'm gonna dress the baby real white too. I'm gonna put sweatpants on it and a pair of Ugg boots, and I'm gonna take a picture. Look at this white baby. You don't come get me. This white baby going down with me.
I need a complete team to operate this vehicle. Along with me, I'm going to need a scientist, an engineer, and of course, a black person who can sacrifice himself in case something goes wrong.
Oh my god.
It's useless to me.
Of course, Chef. Oh my god.
Somebody's going to have to go outside and activate the backup boosters.
No, Chef, I'm not going to let you go out there.
I didn't volunteer.
All right, fine, Chef, go.
Oh, damn it.
I'm gonna tell you why you get killed. This is I'm from Boston, man. I got a PhD in white people, man.
That's fucked up.
White women, you don't scream at your man. I never seen a white woman really go, at your man. What? What? But you do something different. You don't scream, but you say like really terrible things in his ear so only he can hear it. And it starts to like abrade and whittle his spirit down. Like really foul stuff, but nice. Like, you know what? Your mother's breath stinks. And you be like, once you get close enough to my mom, I don't have to. It stinks from here. And I'm gonna fuck your friend Philip
fuck Byron as soon as you go to work. And then, this is over years, and you just, until all you got left is murder, you just kill her, because you got no more spirit left. The spirit is gone.
The spirit is gone, so you kill her.
My first guess is a 17-year-old girl who says she is fat and ugly, and she would like to have plastic surgery as soon as she turns 18. Please help me welcome Susan. So, Susan, how you doing?
I'm okay. A little nervous.
That's okay, Susan. There's an expression where I come from. Being nervous is God's way of saying something's up. Here's what's up with you, Susan. You are an ugly woman.
Well, I don't know if ugly is the right word.
Trust me, sweetheart, it's an understatement. There is not a plastic surgeon alive who is talented enough to make you pretty or even average looking. Can we get a real tight shot of Susan's face so the audience know what I'm talking about? There you go. All right.
Is that Frank? Is that Frank Caliendo?
Person beyond repair. All right, now, it sounds cruel, but the minute you say that is the minute you begin living your authentic life.
Okay, I am an ugly person.
Very ugly person. Very ugly.
I think that's Frank Caliendo.
Very ugly person.
Beyond repair.
Beyond repair.
Who will never have sex with anyone unless you commit female rape.
We weren't going to call her Millie originally, we were going to go for an Irish name. That's what my wife wanted, she's from an Irish family. But I decided we weren't going to give her an Irish name for the simple reason that the Irish names are the most complicated names in the world. They're the only nation in the world that somehow have managed to have more syllables in their name than they do letters. How is that possible? What's your name? Finna Hardigan.
Finna Hardigan.
Finna Hardigan.
I'm feeling my Hardigan.
Finna Hardigan. Finna Hardigan. Not Finna Hardigan. Finna Hardigan. Instead, no, you said Finna Hardigan. It's Finna Hardigan. Are you burping in the middle, or is that part? Mate, it's Finna Hardigan.
I don't know all these stars and these holy precious. I mean, the man was sex. Just hear that glory, so this pain that you give me, I just see it and feel it. No wonders to wrath with us. It's stars, man. Harry wasn't there if I'd have said it. Oh, it's constant now, my dummies. Hey, take the light off and stick it in your butt. Or stick it to my head. I don't know what's all these cards and everything. But don't forget that I can go. You never make it. And I'll fight for you for all the different you need. You go for prison, listen, whatever you do, you make it snap.
My mother still lives in New Jersey.
I don't know what just happened.
She turned 84 years old last Friday, right? And at 84 years old, thank you. And at 84 years old, my mother goes, I'm coming to Hollywood to visit you. And I said, all right, well, what would you like to do when you get out here? That's where my mother goes, I want to go on the Family Feud with the family. Come on, people, think about that. You never saw an Italian family on a game show, ever. We would beat the shit out of each other during the commercial break.
It's time to play the Family Feud. Let's meet the Benedict family. The Sopranos. Here's our host with the most, Louis Anderson.
All right, hello.
Wait a minute, where's Louis Anderson?
He had a swimming lesson. Y'all remember the Family Feud when Richard Dawson was the host?
Yeah.
right? And somebody in the family get like the dumbest answer you ever heard. Get the whole family standing there going, good answer, good answer. That's gonna be on the board. That's a great answer, good answer. I can just imagine my family. Somebody gave a bad answer, you'd see my father go, the fuck is the matter with you? Come on, asshole, that's not gonna be up on the board.
So let's meet the Sopranos. Tony, what line of work you in?
Waste management. Hey, you watch your mouth, Anthony Jr.,
That's
all right?
Anthony Jr., you respect your father.
All right, this is my mother who does not exist because she's dead to me.
I'm recovering from a stroke, and this is how they treat me.
Shut your mouth. It's my nephew Christopher, and if he up one more time, he's out of the family.
I'm not holding on on you. I swear to God.
What do you think, I'm stupid? Huh?
It was a full kilo.
You think I'm a freaking idiot? Huh? Shut your face. You already met Anthony Jr. with the big mouth, and over on the end is my Uncle Jr., who's a traitor and a thief.
Hey, don't speak for me.
Huh? Hey, I'm the boss now, all right? I'm the boss now.
That was fucking awesome.
No, we're gonna win. I know somebody.
It's time to play the feud. Come on. How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing good, Paul. Did you take care of that thing we talked about?
Yeah, I took care of it.
Wait a minute. You two know each other?
Hey, you got a problem with that?
Hey, why don't you shut up and mind your business, all right?
Hold 100 people. Top 4 answers on the board. Name something a mother does for her children. Tony. Survey says...
The whole world is watching and the paparazzi is flocking and we flash it when we drop in and we shut down your part Tim and his end.
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Oh, yeah.
As a pig, I am very dirty and should not be touched by humans.
Womp womp. Dude, can you imagine Sopranos Family Feud, man? Name something that your mother does for you. Arrange a hit. Survey says arrange a hit. 54 people. That's fucking amazing, dude. Oh my god. You know, you never hear about the goddamn Italians anymore. I remember back in like the early 90s and shit, it was cool to be Italian, you know what I'm saying? Had the Sopranos and shit. All the different Italian mobster movies that come out. You know what I find absolutely amazing to me is like the old school gangsters, like, you know, Cagney and, you know, old school gangsters, the old school Italian mob. They fucking hated black people. Absolutely hated them. They'd call them mullions and eggplants and, hey, you got a thing for the pepper. They fucking hated black people. But now today, in our society, you have fucking rappers and shit like Young Gotti and all these fucking idiots that glorify and idolize ex-mobsters that absolutely hate black people. I don't know, it's very ironic to me. The way the show ended was horrible. Bro, I would kill for some homemade Italian spaghetti sauce. You know, it's funny you say that, because my girlfriend's Italian, but she can't cook. How fucked up is that? I want me some homemade Italian spaghetti. You think I can get it? Hell no. My girlfriend don't cook. I do all the cooking. I do everything around here, but I'm not fucking mad at that. My girlfriend busts her ass and she deserves it. She deserves to come home to a nice clean place with everything all taken care of and dinner on the table, because I know if it was on the other foot, the same shit would be getting done for me. So it's a two-way street. That's all I can tell you, man. A lot of people that sit on their butts and fucking take in all the bullshit, they never give back. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to accuse me of being that type of way, but look at my record. Look at the things I've done. Look at the charities that I've organized. My mom and I, we've assembled tons of different groups. Wounded Warriors, Humane Society, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Coa Camp. I've raised money for all kinds of causes. My mom just had a heart attack earlier last month, sorry. So what did I do? I went out and raised money for the Heart Foundation. I fucking get behind the things that I say. I get involved in my community. I go vote. I know this triggers most people. But, I try to stand for what the fuck I stand for, Matter of fact, I'm about to start volunteering at the hospital right up the street from me. About to start volunteering there. So, I mean, when you think I'm some fucking asshole, cracker, racist, take a look at my track record. See the things that I've done and see the things that I've accomplished in my life. And you might change your tune. You might just change your tune a little bit about me if you get to know me a bit and you understand who I am and what I stand for. You might just realize I'm a pretty fucking cool dude. I'm pretty chill. And I trigger people. I can be very offensive because I don't back down from the truth, no matter where it takes me. No matter if it offends my friends, no matter if it offends my family, I go where the truth goes. Even if it proves me wrong. Even if I look like a fucking idiot in the face of the truth, I go where it takes me. And I know that is very alarming for a lot of people. And I've been in many fights, many discussions, many debates with my people and with my friends because of the way I think, the way I feel, the way I talk. Everything that I stand for is constantly being challenged, especially in 2017 and 2018. 2014 and 15, nobody gave a fuck about what I stood for. Nobody cared. Nobody gave a shit about what I stood for in 2014 and 2015. But now all of a sudden, 2018 rolls around and everybody's in each other's lives wondering, if they're eligible for food stamps. I bet you sit on your ass and collect SSI. I bet this, I bet that. Why do we give a fuck? Does that have anything to do with bettering each other's lives? Is that going to make things progress in a more positive manner? I seriously doubt it. But, I don't know, I just get kind of lost in my thoughts sometimes, man, because, I do a lot of things in the community, and I have a black niece. I have 2 Jamaican uncles. I grew up in an all-black, fucking predominantly black school. Some of my best friends are black and Latino. And, so when I get called out, it just pisses me the fuck off. That's all I can tell you. To the point where I don't even know what to do about it anymore. I just start cracking jokes. Because that's my defense mechanism. Because it's so fucking ridiculous, I have no other options than to just crack jokes. What else am I supposed to do? I can prove 18,000 different ways that I'm not racist. I can prove it over and over and over again, but it doesn't matter because it's not good enough. You see what I'm saying? It's just not good enough. I would love some food stamps. Food is crazy expensive for a family of 8. Holy fucking shit, you have a family of 8? You like to fuck. That's a goddamn big family day party, right? Goddamn. No, but I hear you, bro, man. You probably got to work 2 or 3 jobs to feed that family of 8, and that's just the way it is, you know what I'm saying? So, without trying to take people into consideration, you see, like my girlfriend, for example, this is the type of person I am. I try to see the side both ways. I try to see both sides of the coin. I really do. So my girlfriend went to Dunkin' Donuts and she come back and she was like, oh my God, I went to Dunkin' Donuts and this girl that served me, she didn't even smile. God forbid she has a little bit of a personality. I was like, honey, that's a bit unfair. I was like, you don't know what she's been through. She could have stayed up all night. She could be mourning a dead relative today. Who knows? You don't know what she's going through. So why pass judgment? You know what I mean? And that's just the type of person I am. I always try to see the other side. Well, he's an asshole. Why is he an asshole? What made him an asshole? Did his fucking family leave him? Did his wife fuck somebody else? What makes him bitter? Well, he's a racist. What makes him racist? Why is he racist? Well, he's an asshole. That's basically where I start fucking thinking, dude, is like, what causes it? Why is he racist? Why is he an asshole? Why is he bitter? What's causing that? What's happening in his life that's making him act a certain way? That's just where I am. You know, I try to see both sides of the coin. So when somebody accuses me, or I get accused of being a particular type of way, especially from somebody that's known me for 10 years, it's a bit alarming. It's a bit alarming. I've never done anything derogatory towards anyone on Playroom. The only person I've ever attacked straight up is Laura Croft. Back in the day when I made the fucking the swastika and all that. I made the swastika and put it on his chest, and then I had the little Hitler mustache and all that. You know, that's really one of the only times I've ever attacked somebody, and you know, it was pretty raunchy. I went a little too far there. Absolutely I did. But it was funny. It had quite the reaction. Laura Croft was pretty pissed off about it for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, see, all right, see, my boy made it. I didn't want to put you out there like that, but me and my boy Shadow Tactics, we got together and we made a lot of those things, you know. I basically fed him the idea and then he made the image. You know what I mean? And that was it, you know. The rest is history. But I mean, without knowing a man, like Steven, for example, Steven is a great guy. I mean, I don't understand what his problem is. His wife is a beautiful woman. I don't understand what her problem is. Their kids are gorgeous. They're growing up just fine. They're healthy. They're strong. I don't see what the fuck the problem is there. I think Steven is a little bit misled. I think he's lost his way a little bit. Absolutely. Because 4 or 5 years ago, Steven didn't give a fuck about what race you were. Or Steven didn't give a fuck about, you know, who you hung out with or shit like that. He didn't care about stuff like that. Only this year and last year have I ever heard him talk about these types of things, these types of issues. So all I can say is something along the way has changed in Steven. I don't know what it is exactly. I'm not really sure. I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that. All I can say is that for somebody that's known me for 10 plus years and knows that I do work in the community, knows that I help out, knows that I volunteer, knows that I raise money for charities, you're going to call me a racist because of somebody else's fucking actions? That's ridiculous. And I think Steven, with those brash generalizations of trying to put people in a certain category, and if you disagree with Steven or if you don't delete certain people that Steven has an issue with, then you're innately racist. You're automatically racist because you're condoning this shit, my nigga. That's what Steven was saying. You condoning racism, my nigga. It's the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard. So somewhere along the line, he lost his way. Steven does not know the way. You have to have Ebola to know the way. Steven has to have Ebola to know the way. Oh, shit. You have to know the way. Stephen King lost the way. He does not know the way. Stephen lost the way. He has to have Ebola to know the way. And weird pussy title. Fuck you and your stream, and weird pussy title, you ugly fuck. Thank you for sharing your opinion, sir. Does that trigger you? Hashtag it's okay to be white? Does that upset you? Oh, Pumpkin. Poor little cupcake. Do you need a safe space? Do you need a Rubik's Cube to play with or a puppy to pet? Do you need a little safe space? Bro, it's okay to be white. I don't give a fuck what you say. Stuff it in your fucking ass, Glock 44. You have to have Enola to know the way. Do you know the way?
You do not know the way. Do you know the way? You have to have
You don't know the way. Do you know the way? You have to have a buzzer to know the way.
Steven has to have Ebola to know the way. Steven has lost the way. He does not know the way. You have to have Ebola to know the way.
You know the way. Do you know the way? You have to have a buzzer to know the way.
I'm sorry, dude. Steven lost the way. Steven, you lost the way. You do not know the way. Oh my Christ, dude. Does it get any funnier than this? But that, you see? Oh shit, this is Danny Danger. What's up? Double D. Danny Danger? Shut the fuck up. You ain't Danny Danger. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking poser. Don't you know that drama grows channels? Of course it does! Everybody loves the drama. As, you know, Laura Croft says it best. You know what? I love the drama. You know I do, right? You know I do. I seen him in seen the stream a few minutes with him, and he's arguing in a party chat. Is he arguing with someone in the party chat, or is he just screaming? Is he just hooting and hollering? I mean, he lost the way. That's all I can tell you. Steven has lost the way. He does not know the way. Steven does not know the way. Go over to Steven's stream, man, and just type in his fucking chat. You do not know the way. You have to have Ebola to know the way. Steven is on a crusade for justice and equality this morning. Dude, that's the funniest shit I ever heard. Oh my God. He's on a crusade for justice and equality. That's hilarious. I've never seen a racist try to act so unracist in my life. It's like, yo, you condoning it, my nigga. You don't know the way, my nigga. Put the way video. You do not know the way. Dude, you ain't Danny Danger. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking poser. Trying to fucking gain fame on someone else's name. What a loser. Okay, so.
You don't know the way. Do you know the way? You have to have a Ebola to know the way. It doesn't know the way. To know the way, you need to have Ebola. This is my new habit. This is very good habit. This is my new This is my new habit. You cannot escape the devil.
You cannot escape Ebola.
You don't know the way of the red Ebola or the blue Ebola. Do you want me to drink your blood? You are protected by the devil's power. You say, baby, we do not have water. So we drink child blood. We need to invade a new power. Let us conquer the child blood.
Let us conquer.
We must drink the child blood. We must collect souls. We must collect the souls.
What the fuck is this on? What even is this?
Fuck you. Fuck you, sunshine. Zimbabwe. Let us smell this beautiful.
not know the way. You do not know the way. What the fuck? My Buddha, do you know the way?
I'm sorry, my Buddha.
My brother, Ebola is not allowed in this land, my brother.
You are a good man, my Buddha.
Just a prank, my nigga. Just a prank. Get out the way.
I can't summon the portal of the day back.
Did I trigger you? Did I trigger you, AG? Oh. Are you triggered, AG? Do you need a safe space, buddy? Oh, Cupcake? Pumpkin? Are you okay? Do you need a safe space? Do you need a hug? Need a pat on the back? Oh, is this not the stream for you, bud? I'm sorry I could not fulfill your day with positivity. That really hurts me, right here. Sorry about that.
Do you know the way? You do not know the way. If you do not know the way, you are not welcome.
If you do not know the way, you are not welcome, my brother.
You are a good man. I will miss you and
Commander, yes,
the devil will bless you.
What was it, this one?
Spit on him. Spit on the non-
Was that it right there?
Spit on him. Spit on the non-believer boys.
Spit on the non-believers. Do you know the way? Do you know the way of the devil? You must have Ebola to know the way.
We must pray for this one. We must pray for this one.
I'm sorry, Dave, man. I'm sorry, brother. Holy fucking shit. There's a big fat guy.
I think you know the way, Mr. Unaddicted man. She is our queen.
She is our queen. She knows the way. She has Ebola. She has Ebola. She knows the way. She is our queen, brother. Smoke, I haven't seen you in forever, dude. How the hell have you been? The fucking guy out there. You do not know the way. Put the one where he talks to Cell. Was it already on here, or? Holy fuck, there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit to this. Ugandan, you do not know the way. If you do not have Ebola, my brother, I have to find a queen. The queen will lead us to the way, my brother. Okay, so what do I just type in cell phone? I don't know how to get it up. I mean, without actually knowing the name of the video. I don't know what the original video is. I have no fucking clue. Couldn't tell you. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know what the original video is as far as that goes. I've never seen it. I've only heard about it through like PewDiePie and shit like that. So I just figured it was hilarious because, I mean, as I was talking about Steven, it's like, 5 years ago he didn't give a shit about color and race. But this year he does for some reason, you know. And I just said somewhere along the line, he lost the way. He does not have Ebola to know the way. Tried the way original. Yeah, there's fucking shitloads of videos, but I'll give it a try for you, bro. I really don't think it's gonna go anywhere, but we'll try it. Is that it right there?
You don't know the way. Do you know the way? You have to have Ebola to know the way.
Apparently this is the original video, bro.
To know the way, you need to have Ebola. This is my new habitat. Very good habitat. This is my new habitat.
The one to the right, this one? We just watched this one. We've seen them all now. Anyways, it's not even funny anymore. It's lost its funniness. It's not funny now. Thanks a lot, Shadow Tactics. You ruined it. You fucking ruined it. Now it's not funny anymore. God damn it. Trigger warning! Oh, I should put that shit up on my fucking title one of these times. Trigger warning. Riff's stream. Trigger warning.
Guess what? I have flaws. What are they? Oh, I don't know. I sing in the shower. Sometimes I spend too much time volunteering. Occasionally I'll hit somebody with my car. So sue me.
This fucking video is quiet.
But you're not out of your mind with all your fucking shoes? Right? What is that all about? I'm sick of this hypothetical perfect guy. Go get him. Go down to Applebee's. Let me know what you find. I'm working. I'm trying. You go down and you get this Mr. Even-keeled all the time with his little fucking sport coat, right? You live with that guy for a while, you know? Hey, honey, I'm home. How are you? Yeah, traffic was crazy. Almost lost it, but thank God I had that book on tape, right? Gulliver's Travels, always a classic. That's the guy you want, straight across the board. Even in the bedroom, right? Always making love to you, missionary style. I love you, your hair is like an ocean. Never know when you like to be flipped over and have your face mushed into the pillows. You fucking psycho, right? I once went 28 years without having sex. And then again for 7 years.
What?
Scientists don't even know. Scientists still say AIDS started because somebody had sex with a monkey. Word. After all this research, this is the best explanation that you came up with? Nobody fucks monkeys and people, you idiot. You either fuck monkeys or you fuck people. That's it. There's no in between. You're not gonna get some monkey pussy on Tuesday and then be like, oh, let me call Charlotte on Thursday.
Steven and his girl salty as hell. Yeah, I know.
That's a firm decision.
Job well done, I think.
Pussy game for good.
I did a pretty good job triggering him this time.
If you're ever in town again, would you maybe want to go get a drink with me or something?
Well, I don't really know when that would be. I don't get to the States that often.
Oh. Well, would you want to have sex with me now then?
Now you're talking.
What the flying fuck is this? What the fuck? What did we just see? What did we just watch?
Monkeys don't want to be fucked by people.
Yeah, his girl won't shut up.
Think how hard it would be to catch
Yeah.
a monkey.
I don't know why, but every time Steven bites off more than he can chew, he always goes to his wife so she can, you know, battle the shit that Steven gets into. You know what I mean? Because Steven, this is not the first time Steven has fucking put his foot directly in his mouth and turned to his wife to fix everything. Life is too short to be beefing with some online friends. Go tell him that.
How strong
I'm still
the
friends with
monkey
everybody.
is.
Okay?
Would rip your dick off like a cellar.
He's the one that deleted all of us. He's the one that's fucking beefing, man. I'm still chill. I'm just as chill as I was when it happened. Still chill. Still mad cool. You know what I mean? He's the one going around saying anybody that's affiliated with a certain individual is a racist. He's the one that's fucking putting everybody into little groups and labeling them. He's the one that's going around virtue signaling to everybody that he's some kind of self-righteous, magnanimous person. I'm still cool. I'm still doing me. So, I mean, go tell him that life is too short to be beefing with online friends. I agree with you.
Throw that shit in the tall grass, will never be seen again. Hey dog, we gonna go to the club, pick up some girls who trying to roll. Nah man, I'm cool. I'ma stay home, dog. Chill with my monkey. You know how long it took me to train this monkey to suck my dick without peeling it?
Without peeling it? Without peeling it? That's the funniest shit ever. You know how long it took me to train this monkey to suck my dick without peeling it? That is excellent, dude.
Chim Chim jerked me off with his feet, nigga. Only a monkey can show you that kind of love and tenderness. So y'all can keep fucking these people if you want, niggas. No monkey pussy for me.
More monkey pussy for me.
Everything is sexist. Everything is racist. Everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
I told you. Betty.
That guy's a really good actor. I've seen him in so many movies. The guy's a fucking awesome actor. How you feel about his rice and bean ass? I think Steven's a great guy, dude. He's got a lot of heart and a lot of passion. It's just, it needs to be guided in the right direction.
Because the old lesbians and those scared of dick. Pop, pop, that's the run. I want to get high. Because bitches don't like to fuck. So bitches don't fuck, so I get high. Because bitches are whack, bitches don't fuck. Bitches don't want to fuck, so I get high. Bitches don't want to fuck, so I get high. I get high because bitches are whack. I get high because bitches are whack.
He's got the movement. He's got that, but he's missing the lyrics. He don't got the lyrics. He's got the movement, though. He's got that shit down.
With black people, you didn't let me finish, motherfuckers. Goddamn. I'm sorry, black people, to break the news so publicly, but I can't smoke it anymore. Every time I smoke weed with my black friends, all you talk about is your trials and tribulations. I'm sick of that shit. I got my own problems. Like, that's a waste of weed. I'm smoking weed to run away from my problems, not take on yours. I smoke weed.
I'm smoking weed to run away from my problems, not take on yours. That's fucking hilarious. Hell yeah, bro. Preach that shit. Preach that shit. Right there.
White people.
What about it? She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. You know? It's a shame that she has Steven's balls in a jar. It'd be great if she gave Steven's balls back and Steven can fight his own battles. That'd be fucking awesome.
I can listen to that shit all night. Dude, remember Frank's last week? It's fucking smashed, man. And catalogs everything they drink. 2 shots of Jaeger. Kill 'em. 4 bong hits, man.
4 bong hits, bro.
Beer.
4 of them.
Cheeseburger.
A little bit of beer. Probably had a cheeseburger.
That shit's great. The only bad part is you cannot pass out around white people. Every time white dudes pass out around each other, they always do some borderline gay shit.
No, I don't do no gay shit to my friends when they pass out. That's fucked up. Okay, maybe I do a little gay shit when they're passed out. I'll draw a little dick on the face. Does that make me gay? You might get a dick on your face when you sleep over here. Over here.
Frank fell asleep, so he like stuck a carrot in his hand.
Riffs, love you, bro. Thanks, man. Raymond, what up, man? How you doing, bro?
Why, motherfucker? Why would you do that to a friend of yours? They trusted you enough to sleep around. You gonna put a carrot in his ass? Is that nice? I tell you right now, if I put a carrot in a black dude's ass, a nigga will kill you when he wakes up for some shit like that. That is an automatic death sentence on the street. It's a rap for you. I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. I thought y'all was friends, baby. What happened?
What happened?
I fell asleep at his house, right? We was drinking, and I fell asleep at his house, and while I was sleeping, right? I'm just gonna kill that motherfucker.
I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just gonna kill that motherfucker.
Which one of the new employees is a criminal? A reformed convict, and I'm not sure. So hang on, let me email our HR. Stay on the line. Marvin? You're such a racist. Wait, why am I a racist? Because you think he's black.
Anytime anything broke in the house, 5 minutes into fixing it, he was bitching about his marriage.
Already reported you for pedo activity?
Hilarious.
So what?
He'd see some broke.
Go right ahead. Report away, bro.
Dad! God damn it, Billy, give me that fucking screwdriver. I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck I ever got married for. 13 goddamn years of this shit. You're a bitch, lady! You've been a bitch for years! Yeah, most guys would have left by now. Most guys would have left by now. That was one of his catchphrases. Most guys would have left by now, and you don't know how fucking good you got it, lady!
Keep reporting me, Glock. Who's the real pussy? Trying to silence people that you disagree with. That's a pussy move. You're the fucking pussy, dude. Especially accusing me for things that I'm not even doing. That also makes you a fucking pussy. Clearly, Glock 44 does not have Ebola. He does not know the way, my brother.
And you can't jack out. There's sand in your eyes and probably in the crack of your ass, and then some cartoon comes along from a country where people are getting laid and sucks your profit. Well, you know what? I'd be pretty pissed off too.
You know what the maddest shit?
Once is enough, isn't it? I don't think so. I think you got to do it multiple times before they ban me.
Talking about domestic violence, right? For the 9 millionth time, this shit is talking about domestic violence, just in case you didn't get the memo. Evidently,
in case if you've never tried to ban anybody before, Glock, allow me to help you out. Allow me to help you out. You have to keep reporting and keep reporting and keep reporting until the Sony administration does something about it. Now, what happens is that when I violate the terms of conditions, okay, it signs me out of PlayStation Network. You call up Sony and you ask them why I have been signed out, and they're going to tell you exactly what they told me. You're under good standards, you have nothing to worry about. False reporting is something that Sony takes very seriously. So I'll be right back after you ban me. I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. Probably not even. I'll be right back. So go ahead, report away. Doesn't fucking bother me any. All I know is that it makes me feel good to know that I'm wasting your time. Makes me feel great.
The leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
There is casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. Get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
Don't get down to the bottom of this. You're still on there, guy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's
a nunce. You just gave away where you're from, dude.
Up from head to toe.
You just gave away where you're from. It makes a lot more sense to me. Now that I know where you're from, or at least the demographics of where you could be from, let me ask you how you feel about the Islamic takeover in your area. How do you feel about the Muslim migrant crisis? All right. Let's see how racist you are.
White celebrities, this is a witch hunt for us, man. God damn it. It's all OJ's fault. Ever since OJ got away, white people have just been locking up on one by one. It's true. And it's all.
See, like,
it's our fault.
now you're threatening me, right? So, honestly, people should be reporting you for threatening. Right? But, I mean, to report somebody... Reporting people is some faggot-ass shit. I've never reported fucking anyone in my fucking life. That is the dumbest fucking thing I ever fucking heard in my fucking life. The only person I ever reported was Stephen King. Because he tried to ban me over some bullshit, so I called up Sony on him to figure out what was going on. And I gave him all of the accounts that Stephen had, and Sony said that they were going to investigate Stephen. This was months ago. All right? Months ago. So trust me, I understand how the inner workings of Sony works. Trust me. Trust me. So if you think you're going to get something off on me by reporting me, shit like that, that's a faggot move. And you know it is. You're the fucking pussy. And I'm so glad that I triggered you today. Makes me feel really good inside to know that you're still here. You're still wasting your time. Makes me feel great, bro.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty.
What?
Here's a guy that says he's anti-fascist, but he wants to silence